let's go to your foreign policy speech. I found it interesting that the first thing you brought up in your foreign policy speech was securing the border. And you said that that was basically your #1 priority, and that you're concerned about terrorists coming over the border. The most famous incident that we had of terrorists coming over a border was on our northern border. Why aren't you talking about securing the northern border?
Well, I think we need to secure borders in general. We spend all this money on TSA, but I think right now one of the most rampant spots is on our southern-based border. When I was there earlier this year with Governor Abbott, in his Texas Public Safety, they actually showed us the list of people. These are just people they have actually caught, not many others that probably are going across the border, but people that they have caught from places far beyond Mexico, far beyond Latin America. And I think it does raise some very legitimate concerns. If we're spending excuse me, millions of dollars on TSA at our airports, if we're spending all sorts of money on port security, it only makes sense to me that if part of what we're trying to do is protect ourselves, set aside immigration for a minute, but protect ourselves from risk out there, I think we should make sure we have a secure border.
But why are we always talking about the southern border and building a fence there? We don't talk about a northern border. If this is about securing the border from potentially terrorists coming over.
Well,
we want to build a wall north of the border, too?
Some people have asked us about that in New Hampshire. They raised some very legitimate concerns, including some law enforcement folks that brought that up to me at one of our town hall meetings about a week and a half ago. So that is a legitimate issue for us to look at. To me, when I brought this up in front of the Citadel, I said there are a couple key things. You need to secure the homeland. You need to go after terrorists around the world, particularly in the Middle East, be it ISIS or Iran or others that are willing to do harm against us. You need to reestablish our friendships with our allies like Israel and the Sunni Arab states that feel just as threatened by Iran as do the Israelis. And we need to rebuild our military. Those were the things we laid out in our speech to the cadets at the Citadel. But to me, it starts with securing the homeland. It wasn't just about building a wall and securing our borders. It was also about making sure our intelligence community has the ability for counter-terrorism and the ability to go after the infrastructure they need to protect us.